was a victim. Sad that this still continues, but may he rest in peace. But also this week was shocked by the passing of legendary wrestler, that is Hulk Hogan, who passed away yesterday at the age of 71 due to cardiac arrest. This same week also saw French President Emmanuel Macron and his wife Brigitte file a 22-count defamation lawsuit in the United States against podcaster Candace Owens over her claims that Brigitte is a man. Good morning, Uganda. When we come to Uganda, what exactly happened yesterday with the NRM primaries for mayors and LC5 chairpersons to represent the NRM flag in the upcoming general elections? Goodness. This is Good Morning Uganda, and we are here. My name is Julie Nantavamsisi, and I am with Robert Chirabo Nyonyintono, who is he has a lot to say when it comes to the primaries. I'll pass on the baton to him to say his good morning and share what has been his highlight for the week. Good morning, Robert.
Well, good morning, Julie. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
You really look well and ready for the weekend, I must say.
It's a Friday.
Yeah, well, it's a Friday, and of course to our viewer, thank you very much for waking up with us this lovely Friday morning. I will speak with a low tone over what I saw in the NRM primaries. I was at one of the polling stations, and I must say, shame upon Ugandans. Because today we are talking about NRM, because it's having these party primaries in this manner. But what I saw yesterday, what I personally witnessed, I wouldn't think any other party would do things different. Because I saw what Democratic Party elections were like. But also, this is a general problem of moral decadency, greed, and love for self rather than party or nation. Now, I witnessed at a polling station where someone got what they call a guard. Young youth, about 50 or so. They came running at a polling station because they had a poster of a candidate. And even if you were in the yellow book, now when they were reading names of people in the yellow book, these fools, allow me to use that word, because they're messing a process. They don't understand what they are doing to the democratic process of this country. If they read Robert Chirabo Nyonyintono now, one goon would say, hey, Chirabo, go online. He's telling his colleagues that come, even if you were Chirabo, you couldn't dare to go on that line. Jury, no, as long as it was a man. Davis Kamokama, Davis, go online. Now, the person going online is not Davis Kamokama,
Right.
But these goons are the ones who go. Now they were there, everyone is intimidated, the counting is done, they run. You know, Gwebala. They said, now, what is happening? Can you blame Dr. Tango Doi for that? That because we have registers? Definitely you can't blame the man.
Right. So now it looks like it's begging the question of should the NRM stick to using queues as a style of voting or go back to the ballot way of voting?
What we are condemning today is because we have commercialized politics. I was speaking to one of the losers in the NRM primaries, and this man told me, Chirabo, you first pay your 3 ma at the party. It's 3 million. You invest in this election, you put a lot of money. Now, think about that loss, more so in areas where, you know, if you secure the NRM ticket, you're a step into parliament.
Right.
So these are the challenges that we find. But also, Julie, during this week, I always say I'm an African man, and I love being African. I think we are copying, and we are copying things the wrong manner. I know you may have come across this, but may I witnessed it, where a woman's daughter first got her first periods.
Right.
And someone makes a party, a cake has happy first periods, you know, puts it on social media. This young girl is in camera. You're a woman. Me as an African man, it's like these people who go, you call it baby bump, and then you put the whole tummy out, and you know.
Right.
What's your opinion on some of these things we are copying? I don't believe the whites celebrate that first what, and then you have to put it on social media. These were things that were very secret
Yeah.
in Africa. And we held them with a lot of, in Africa, a woman being pregnant would not even talk about it.
Right.
Until it has come out. A baby would not go out early, would not expose. But today there are things that are happening, and as an African man, I don't want to, maybe I'm still backward, but I
Yeah.
don't know you on
Oh,
such.
well, I think I would look at it in this sense that everything has been celebrated before. So, but the styles of celebrating differ. If you think about first-time periods, for girls in the ancient times, there were rituals done as a way of initiating you into womanhood. When that period comes, there were a bit of, there was a sacred sort of celebration. So perhaps we've moved on past that, and now everyone is
You
thinking.
even have to make a cake.
Everyone is
invite
thinking of
friends.
the different styles of celebrating. The fact remains it was celebrated. The ways of celebrating, perhaps now they are differing due to the times and generations we're in. I would look at it in that way. But still, I would say that many times as Africans, we tend to copy Western cultures, of which if you dig deeper into Western cultures, they are very conservative people. Once upon a time, I remember following, the Kardashians. And many times you find the younger generation copying and pasting what they see on camera for the money from the Kardashians. But at the time Kim Kardashian was still married to Kanye West, she would speak in the sense of, if he doesn't want me to walk nude, then I will not walk nude. You notice that she has the conservativeness, the reality of what a marriage should look like, right? But this, the facades are just for the money making, and it's what we pick and take on as lifestyles in Africa, which doesn't make sense. So it's about time we also embraced our own identity, not necessarily stay to the conservativeness that degrades or that devalues, but that preserves and actually holds our dignity, in my opinion. I would say that.
I succumb 100% to your opinion.
On that note, let's have a look at what is on the local scene quickly.
Well, we begin with our Prime Minister, the Right Honorable Robin Anabanja, who delivered Africa's regional perspective on the implementation of the Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, at the ongoing high-level political forum at the United Nations headquarters in New York. Nabanja made the remarks during a session of regional perspective on SDG implementation and review. The session on regional perspectives discussed the global challenges hindering the attainment of the SDGs. Nabanja emphasized the critical need for leadership and governance reforms, financing, and partnerships. She also highlighted the urgent need to invest in youth, women, and digital transformation, in addition to prioritizing health and social protection. Later in the day, Nabanja held bilateral engagements with several development partners, including her Finnish counterpart, His Excellency Patrio Oporo. Their discussions centered on mutual areas of interest, including digital infrastructure, technology transfer, benchmarking Finland's SDG progress, and improving education. The Premier also met Lord Collins of Highbury, the British Minister for Africa, United Nations, Commonwealth and Human Rights, to discuss bilateral issues between Britain and Uganda. Nabanja concluded her meeting with Mr. Boris Tivot, Special Representative of the President of Russia Federation, with discussions focusing on matters of mutual benefits to the two countries. The Archbishop of the Church of Uganda, Dr. Stephen Kazimba Mugalu, together with former Prime Ministers Dr. Ruhakana Rugunda and John Patrick Amama Mbabazi, officially launched the 9th East African Revival Convention. The convention, held once every 10 years, will culminate in a grand regional gathering from August 20th to 24th at Lugarama, Kabale, bringing together believers from Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, Rwanda, and the United States of America come August 20th to 24th, and also many from East Africa. This year's convention will honor the legacy of Simeoni and Mrs. Eve Nsibambi, a couple from Kabale who in the 1922 dedicated their lives to spreading the word of God. Speaking during the launch at St. Paul's Cathedral, Namirembe, in Kampala, the Archbishop called for peaceful elections and noted that the convention will dedicate prayers for the upcoming 2025-2026 general elections. He emphasized that the gathering will serve as a call for peace and reconciliation in preparation for the 2025-2026 general elections. Former Premier Dr. Ruhakana Rugunda, who is chairing the organizing committee alongside co-chair Amama Mbabazi, pledged a successful and impactful convention. The host bishop noted that organizing the convention, which is exclusively held in Kabale every decade, will require close to 1 billion shillings. As a man of Africa legislators have made a united call for African legislators have made a united call for reparations from former colonial powers, demanding justice for slavery, colonialism, and decades of economic exploitation. Speaking during the 5th ordinary session of the Pan-African Parliament in Midrand, South Africa, members urged Western nations to acknowledge historical injustices and offer compensation through financial reparations, the return of looted artifacts, and legal redress. Africa legislators at the 5th ordinary session of the Pan-African Parliament in South Africa discussed transatlantic slave trade, which Honorable Sulaimani Soho from Gambia described as a locust that led to the death of millions of Africans and disrupted the continent's development and dignity. Kenyan Senator Danson Mutugatana called for litigation to compel reparations, citing the 2019 case filed by 5 Mau Mau veterans in Britain, which highlighted severe sexual violence, loss of property, and other problems that the colonialists lashed to Africans. Honorable Mamelo Pahoko of Lesotho questioned how Africans can reclaim their cultural identity in the wake of colonial destruction. Uganda MP Honorable Patrick Nsamba stressed that repatriation are not a plea but a right, urging the African Parliament to define key injustices and calculate their economic value. He also warned African leaders against hypocrisy. The Pan-African Parliament is sitting from the 21st to the 31st of July under the African Union theme. This almost made me laugh. But let's look at our final story on the local scene. Buganda Road Chief Magistrate Court in Kampala has charged and remanded Namutebi Brenda Kozera, the Chief Operations Officer of World Trumpet Mission Uganda, and Muhangi Eddy, an employee at URSB, on 2 counts of forgery and aiding and abetting forgery. Prosecution alleges that in January 2024, while serving as core of the World Trumpet Mission Uganda, Namutebi, with intent to defraud, unlawfully signed a board resolution in the name of Augustine Tamale, purporting to authorize the opening and operation of Uganda shillings and US dollars accounts with ABS Bank under the Go Nations program for John Mulinde Global Investment SMC Limited. The prosecution informed court that investigations are still ongoing and requested more time, which was granted. Although the accused were represented by counsel, they failed to apply for bail due to lack of sureties. Magistrate Ronald Kaizi adjourned the matter to the 11th of August 2025 formation. Namutebi Brenda, Kozera, and Muhangi Eddy were arrested by the IGG's office in collaboration with security operatives and remanded to Ruzira government prison. Very interesting here. Africans are waking up and we are telling our colonial masters. Pay us for the injustices you committed. I almost laughed when reading that story. Someone says, it is our right. It's not even a plea. It is our right that they stole artifacts. Then they bring in,
Indeed, it should not be a plea.
Remember history?
Yes.
The great Atlantic trade, the slave trade, all that. We are up now.
I hear you.
Compensate us.
I hear you. But one highlight for me from the stories you've read as well is that last story of Namotevi. And the highlight really is besides the story. It's the fact that even in the state of a dock, she still looks neat and well put together. Love it. That's a highlight for me. But anyway, let's move on to what is on the foreign scene. And France will officially recognize a Palestinian state in September. President Emmanuel Macron has said, which will make it the first G7 nation to do so. In a post on X, Macron said that the formal announcement would be made at a session of the UN General Assembly in New York. The urgent need today is for the war in Gaza to end and for the civilian population to be rescued. Peace is possible. We need an immediate ceasefire, the release of all hostages and massive humanitarian aid to the people of all Gaza, he wrote. Palestinian officials welcomed Macron's decision, while Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said the move rewards terror following Hamas's 7th October 2023 attack in Israel. The G7 is a group of major industrialized nations, which alongside France include the US, the UK, Italy, Germany, Canada, and Japan. In his Thursday post on X, Macron wrote, "True to its historic commitment to a just and lasting peace in the Middle East, I have decided that France will recognize the state of Palestine. We must also guarantee the demilitarization of Hamas and secure and rebuild Gaza. Finally, we must build the state of Palestine, ensure its viability, and ensure that by accepting its demilitarization and fully recognizing Israel, it contributes to the security of all in the Middle East. There is no alternative." Still staying with matters Middle East, at least 62 people have been killed, including 19 who were seeking aid in Israel attacks across Gaza, hospital sources told Al Jazeera, and 2 people died from malnutrition amid growing international outrage over Israel's conduct in the war. Gaza's health ministry said on Thursday that at least 115 Palestinians have starved to death in the enclave since Israel launched its war on Gaza in October 2023. Most of the deaths, which include many children, have been in recent weeks. Israel imposed a total blockade on Gaza in March and has only allowed a trickle of aid into the territory since late May, triggering a dire humanitarian crisis and warnings of mass starvation. In a statement on Thursday, the United Nations Agency for Palestinian Refugees warned that families are breaking down amid the hunger crisis. Parents are too hungry to care for their children, agency head Felipe Lazzarini said in a post on X. Those who reach UNRWA clinics don't have the energy, food, or means to follow medical advice. Now, on the continent, the International Criminal Court has convicted 2 leaders of a predominantly Christian rebel group in the Central African Republic for multiple war crimes committed against Muslim civilians during the country's civil war in 2013 and 2014, sentencing each to more than a decade in prison. The former president of the CRA Football Federation, Patrice Edward Ngaisona, along with Alfred Yekatom, a rebel leader known as Rambo, were found guilty on Thursday of their involvement in atrocities including murder, torture, and attacking civilians. The court sentenced Yekatom to 15 years for 20 war crimes on crimes against humanity. Ngaisona received 12 years for 28 counts of war crimes and crimes against humanity. The charges stem from their roles as senior leaders in a militia known as the Anti-Balaka, which was formed in 2013 after mainly Muslim Seleka rebels stormed the capital, Bangui, in March of that year and toppled then President Francois Bozize, a Christian. The violence that ensued left thousands of civilians dead and displaced hundreds of thousands of others. Mosques, shops, and homes were looted and destroyed. Well, that brings us to the end of what is on the foreign scene. Let's have a look at what is in the dailies today.
In the dailies, that is the NRM primaries, where we have NRM poll winners. Now, yesterday they had, that is mayors, LC5s, and they give you those that went through. Now, ICT teachers get pay rise, and still in the new vision, the beat has something there for you. But basically, the new vision is all about NRM polls. Now, let's look at the Daily Monitor this morning. We have thirsty voters shun dry council elections. Now, here, the turn-up was very poor. And tricks Kampala conmen use, that is to defraud you. You can look through, never know. You need that knowledge of that information. Now, concerns over violence against women during polls. And the lizard has something to say. Did she seek permission from the Karamajong? A question there. Who is that? Well, if you get yourself a copy of the Daily Monitor, you will have more. But let's move to Tanzania and Nairobi.
Yes, indeed. And Tanzania has female attendants take Tanzania's bus industry by storm. And once an uncommon sight, women working as bus attendants on long-distance routes are fast becoming a normal part of the public transport landscape, thanks to regulatory reforms, improved training, and rising competition. In there, in the Citizen as well, is nation's uneasy transition after Mwalimu stepped down. That is there below. And how a new SADC strategy seeks to end instability. Kinondoni tops National Crime League as experts propose solutions. Also at the top of the Citizen, Tanzania unveils 10-year AFCFTA plan to boost trade, industrial growth. And in football, Samia's 1 billion shilling Chan pledge to Taifa Stars. And in the Daily Nation, the headline there is how MP Misra made millions in organs trade. And scandal, a government investigation has uncovered evidence of organs trafficking involving Medial Hospital, citing forged patient records, cash payments to donors, and exploitation of poor people to supply kidneys for wealthy recipients. The facility's owner, former Kesis MP Dr. Swarup Mishra, faces a criminal probe. Also in there, patients give conflicting accounts about kidney donors. In the Daily Nation, still free education not sustainable, says Mbadi. And civil servants set for pay rise to cushion them against rising statutory deductions. Now, looking at what we have in the Gazette today, in there is the table of contents as displayed on your screen. But quickly, let's move down to the notice, place of celebration marriage notice. And that is the church to be taken note of is Seventh-day Adventist Church, Chamukube. Denomination, Seventh-day Adventist Church. Village, Chamukube Town Council. Parish, Nsura. Sub-county, Chamukube Town Council. County, Bunyangabu. District, Bunyangabu, given under the hand of Honorable Norbert Mao, Minister of Justice and Constitutional Affairs, as of the 18th day of December 2024. And the other notice to take off is a mining notice grant to the license number EL00552, registered as 003571, granted to Hope Minerals Limited in Chitante Road, Babiha, Acacia Avenue. And this is as of 30th May by Honorable Dr. Ruth Nankabirwa Sentamo, Minister of Energy and Mineral Development. And another mining acts and grant notice of grant given to Acrod Minerals International Limited, and that is for a 4-year period as of 1st July 2025. And this is by Honorable Dr. Ruth Nankabirwa Sentamu, Minister of Energy and Mineral Development, and another license of mining given to Revi Holding Limited, and that is as of 25th June, still by Honorable Dr. Ruth Nankabirwa Sentamu, Minister of Energy and Mineral Development. And that's what we have in the dailies for today. Good Morning Uganda does continue. For now, let's have a short break and enjoy some music. Good Morning Uganda, it's a Friday.
Live from UPC Studios in Kampala, this is Good Morning Uganda.
African time, this is Good Morning Uganda on UBC TV. What a week it has been. Now, around the world was shocked this week with the passing of Malcolm Jamal Warner, the actor who was best known as Theo in The Cosby Show. This actor passed away at the age of 54. Now, The Cosby Show is a show that was such a hit in the 80s and early 90s, and it was one that is still talked about up until this day. Jamal passed away due to drowning. Keep in mind that today, the 25th of July, is World Drowning Prevention Day. Clearly, indeed, as we addressed the issue of drowning, I think on Monday, he was a victim. Sad that this still continues, but may he rest in peace. But also this week was shocked by the passing of legendary wrestler, that is Hulk Hogan, who passed away yesterday at the age of 71 due to cardiac arrest. This same week also saw French President Emmanuel Macron and his wife Brigitte file a 22-count defamation lawsuit in the United States against podcaster Candace Owens over her claims that Brigitte is a man. Good morning, Uganda. When we come to Uganda, what exactly happened yesterday with the NRM primaries for mayors and LC5 chairpersons to represent the NRM flag in the upcoming general elections? Goodness. This is Good Morning Uganda, and we are here. My name is Julie Nantawamusisi, and I am with Robert Chirabo Nyonyintono, who he has a lot to say when it comes to the primaries. I'll pass on the baton to him to say his good morning and share what has been his highlight for the week. Good morning, Robert.
Well, good morning, Julie. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
You really look well and ready for the weekend, I must say.
It's a Friday.
Yeah, well, it's a Friday, and of course to our viewer, thank you very much for waking up with us this lovely Friday morning. I will speak with a low tone over what I saw in the NRM primaries. I was at one of the polling stations, and I must say, shame upon Ugandans. Because today we are talking about NRM, because it's having these party primaries in this manner. But what I saw yesterday, what I personally witnessed, I wouldn't think any other party would do things different. Because I saw what Democratic Party elections were like. But also, this is a general problem of moral decadency, greed, and love for self rather than party or nation. Now, I witnessed at a polling station where someone got what they call a guard. Young youth, about 50 or so. They came running at a polling station because they had a poster of a candidate. And even if you were in the yellow book, now when they were reading names of people in the yellow book, these fools, allow me to use that word, because they're messing a process. They don't understand what they are doing to the democratic process of this country. If they read Robert Chirabo Nyonyintono now, one goon would say, hey, Chirabo, go online. He's telling his colleagues he had come, even if you were Chirabo, you couldn't dare to go on that line.
Every day, you can now get all the Chibuzi out with MTN voice bundles. Call all networks. Kubei Dondoro. Buy a 25-minute voice bundle for only 1,000, or buy any daily voice bundle of your choice. Dial *100 *21# and select daily, or use the My MTN app. When we talk together, we are unstoppable.
Hello, Kampala, Uganda. In response to the national call of strengthening the traffic security, Good Products Group HGO brand has officially launched the rider selection campaign. Registration is now open. Visit www.riders.hgo.com. Complete your registration now for a chance to win exciting prizes including motorcycles, exclusive HGO gift boxes, and official rider vests, all while promoting safe riding awareness. This is how to participate. Pay the registration fee, invite 3 friends to form a team of 4, and your registration fee will instantly be refunded. Begin your journey of honor today. Don't miss this opportunity. Join the challenge, promote road safety, and become a pioneer rider. For details, visit the official Good Products website at www.hgo.com or call toll-free 0800-335-555 or visit our offices at Kingdom Kampala 3rd floor to register now and win prizes worth millions.
Kaze, I kept working even after I saw the rush. I was scared to go to the health facility. The mpox got worse and I stopped working completely for 2 weeks. Imagine how can a border rider survive if nobody wants to get closer to you. If I had gone earlier, I would have been treated sooner. People, don't wait like I did.
Protect your family and community by seeking treatment immediately you notice any symptoms of Mpox. For more information about Mpox, call the Ministry of Health's toll-free line on 0800 1000 or send a free SMS to your report on 8500. This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health with support from UNICEF, WHO, and partners.
Live from UPC Studios in Kampala, this is Good Morning Uganda.
Good morning, Uganda. Thank you so much for always choosing UBC TV. If you started the show with us, so welcome and thank you so much for choosing UBC. If you've just joined in, welcome to the show. This is Good Morning Uganda. My name is Julie Nataba-Mosisi, and it's a Friday. GMU, the Friday edition, usually have discussions that impact you and different personalities that speak life into your life as well. And today is not any different. First and foremost, do save the number. It's a WhatsApp number that you can engage only by WhatsApp text strictly. 0709602592. It's the number you have to save so that you be a part of the conversation. Today in studio with me is Lieutenant Colonel Frank Musisi, who is the president of the Sese Islands African AIDS Project. He is here today with us as we celebrate 20 years of this experience, and he's here to speak into this particular conversation and tell us the experience, the journey, about himself as well, and the particular event of celebrating 20 years of the Sese Islands African AIDS Project. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Julie, and good morning, Uganda viewers. I am happy to be here in the studios, and I'm happy to be here in Kampala.
Right.
Very happy to be home. It feels very good.
Right. I can tell. I can tell. Let's start with you talking about yourself. Okay. Who is Lieutenant Colonel Frank Musisi?
First of all, thank you, Julie, for giving me this opportunity to be here in the studio today. My name is Frank Musisi. I am a Lieutenant Colonel in the U.S. Army. But I want to put a disclaimer here this morning. I am here in my capacity as the president of Sese Islands African AIDS Project. As though I'm a soldier, a serving officer in the U.S. Army, I am not here to speak on behalf of the United States Army or the U.S. government. My views and everything I'm going to air this morning is about me and what I have done, and I want to make sure that your viewers take that into perspective.
All right.
Now that I put that disclaimer out, I think I'm at liberty of explaining a little bit about myself. I was born here in Kalangala, Sese Islands, to my mother, late Mauricia Najuma, and my dad, late Leopold Dibekaraze. They're all dead. I grew up in Sese Islands, Bugoma village, and I went to Chisubi Boys School in Entebbe, and Kako Secondary School, and Caltech Academy, right after high school, I was privileged to go to United States, to go to the University of California at Irvine and study computer science. And then I got a master's degree in project management. And then I joined the Army, and I've been in the Army for 25 years.
Right.
But along those lines, I did in 2005, because of the experiences that were going on in Kalangala Islands, people were dying of HIV/AIDS, and there weren't any need. So at the urging of my mother, we started very, very small, and we started with education and making sure people have the information about HIV/AIDS. And my mother provided us the space, was able to utilize the resources we had, and that's where we started from. Our journey started from there. I work at Detroit, Michigan, as a product manager.
Right.
Within the ground combat systems. But my family, my kids, and they are in Los Angeles. I do have a home. I am what they call a geographical bachelor, basically meaning I work in Michigan, but then my family is in Los Angeles, California. I'm a father.
Yeah.
I have 7 children, and 2 of my children are adults. And then at home, I do have 5 children. I did bring 3 of them with me here to Uganda, and they are enjoying. My son Mutenza is going to high school, going to a science, math, and magnet program. We are very proud of him. I'm also Salongo. I do have twins, Malaika and Mirembe.
Wow, that's beautiful.
They are in the 7th grade. And then I do have Abba, who is 7 years old, and Muinza, who is 4 years old.
Oh, that's
so yeah, so that's a little bit about myself, but I do love Uganda,
right.
and Uganda is at my heart. So I am here, I'm home on vacation, but at the same time come here to celebrate our 20 years of existence of the Sese Islands African AIDS Project. In Kalangala they call it SIAP. But I'm very proud to be here in Uganda. I am a very proud Ugandan. I might have lived in America for a long time, but back home is home.
Home is East or West, home is best.
Yeah, home is the best.
Right.
So I'm very, very happy anytime I come here to Uganda and I'm able to interact with my people. And I think, to me, Uganda is a place that is giving us an opportunity, like me, myself, to go from Kalangala and to become a product manager in the army of the best army in the world.
Right.
So that says a lot about the background, the foundation that was given to me here. The schools, I went to traditional schools, but the morals, moral values, and that is what has propelled me to be who I am today. And I really, really give credit to my mother, because I was raised by a single mother.
Yes.
So I understand that very well. But the values instilled in me at home, those are what basically have made me to excel and do what I do. But part of that is my giving back to my society, my community. But I also want to give credit to the man who sent me to the United States. That's my cousin, the late Lieutenant Colonel Serwangaronga. He's formerly with the NRA, National Resistance Army, and then now UPDF. But he did give me an opportunity to go and study in the United States. I lived here with him as a young man during my high school at Caltech Academy. Uganda was very good. I really, really had a very good time.
Right.
And for him to enable me to go to America and achieve my American dream, or what I wanted to be, it is not something. So I give kudos to him.
Right.
He did a great job to me. And even the Uganda.
Yeah.
The people of Uganda have been very inspirational to me. They may be going some challenges, but if people are focused, this is a very good country.
Right.
Uganda is a very good place. I've been in America for over 30 years.
Right.
So, but and I've done almost every job you can think about.
Right.
I have studied almost everything. I mean, I've had the opportunity to, and the other day, one of my career managers, we do have career managers, was looking through my file, and they said, hey, sir, I got a question for you. When I looked between diplomas and degrees, you do have 25 of these. How did you do them?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, but it is those opportunities that came available to you, and you as an immigrant, myself as an immigrant, I've been able to take advantage of that, of a system that really, really gives you an opportunity to excel. And to the Ugandan young people here, one of the reasons I'm coming back here in Uganda is to inspire our people, inspire young people that, you know, if you focus yourself, discipline, get the good education, and work with the good people, network.
Right.
Key is network.
Right.
You can be who you are. But
Yes.
in a nutshell,
Yes.
sorry, I had to go a little bit.
It's beautiful. You've really painted the picture that we needed to know and get to know you,
Thank you.
A bit better, Lieutenant Frank Musisi. He is in studio with us, and today, well, we're getting to know him, but also celebrating 20 years of CEAP, that is Sese Island African AIDS Project. And if you want to be a part of the show, if you have questions, if you want to work with him, 0709602592. Now, Lieutenant, let's now get to the story of CEAP.
Yes.
When did it start, which date, and how did you just start to think about it even before the whole project began?
Well, thank you, Julie, for that good question. It is amazing when you travel around the world. I had been to Iraq as a soldier, and basically I did medical logistics with the 31st Combat Support Hospital, and I seen how things were going. So my mother fell ill. She had cancer. So I was put on emergency leave to come back and see her. So when I came here, I got to Kalangala, and every student, every kid I went to school with was sick. And I was shocked, because we were driving on the island, and most of my old schools, kids I went to school, they were sick. So I did ask my mother, what's going on? What are these kids suffering from? And my mother said they are suffering from Silim. Silim yatta abana, Silim yaruma abana. And then there was no help. You know, you got a place, it's totally helpless. Kalangala was totally helpless. So, and then as we were celebrating, you know, as a mother, my mother took care of me. And my mother said something to me. She said, you come here, you have a lot of people coming with you here in Kalangala. You have a lot of media. You can do something to help these kids. And deep in my mind, I am concerned kids are dying. So then I was okay, let me try and go to the Ministry of Health here in Kampala. I went to the Ministry of Health, I talked to the senior officials there, and everybody told me Kalangala is off the map. Nobody will ever go to Kalangala. That's what I was told. Because first of all, there's no infrastructure. It's a water island district, and it's very, very hard to do anything there. The nurses don't want to go there, and that's what the people at the ministry were telling me. People don't want to go there because there's no housing for our staff. People don't want to go to Kalangala. And I said, well, we do have kids who are born in Kalangala who are medics. They can go there. So it was totally a negative response that I received. So I went back and I talked to a doctor there, was Dr. David Dumba. He used to work at Sese Farm School, who was a veterinarian doctor. So, and we talked. And I said, I think we can do something. But I didn't know how to start. My mother had 6th grade level, but her brain was a PhD.
Right.
Yeah, my mother said, look, you can do something. And my mother offered us 2 rooms to start, because those 2 rooms used to be a duka. She used to have a duka. She said she can offer to give us that if we can come up something. Then I have a background. I've been to Iraq with the 31st Combat Support Hospital. And I knew how it was. And then I went to Makerere University. I had 2 students from medical school. And also I went to Entebbe Virus. I took 4 students. We went, 2 researchers and 2 students. We went to Kalangala, and I wanted to get some ideas. And they said, we can start with education and educating these people about HIV/AIDS. And then they do some testing. And I said, how much does it cost? So we did the math at the time, and they said it was about $500. And I had $1,000 in my pocket. I said, well, I have the $500. And my mother's given us this. Why don't we do this? Fortunately, I had about 30 days here in Uganda. So what we did that day, and I remember that very well, we came back. They went to Entebbe Virus. These guys were researchers at the Entebbe Virus Institute. So they were able to procure sample testing kits for about 100 people. And then Makerere University students we convinced them to come and do the education. Because the mainland, they had resources. So, and then I approached the late Moroza, Chibuka Moroza. He was from the Seychelles Islands.
Right.
He gave me the vehicle, and at the time I went to the Inspector General of Police. And then I asked him for, because I knew him personally.
Right.
I asked him for a vehicle and gas. So they were able, when you have friends, they were able to help me.
Yeah.
So
So
then
that's the power of networking.
Yes, networking.
Yeah.
So we went to Kalangala. They did testing.
HIV testing.
HIV AIDS testing.
Right.
Was a shocker. I was shocked. When we started, 40% of the people tested were HIV positive.
Right.
And I was shocked. So I went back to the ministry, and I'm like, who just did this? So then they started asking me, you are not a doctor. You're politicians, the MPs, how come they don't talk about it? And I told them, this is not about politics. People on the islands are dying. So, and then I started engaging several stakeholders from the islands.
Right.
They didn't have the resources. Fortunately, I had the network. So, and then I started talking. I approached Honorable Michael Mkula. Honorable Michael Mkula happens to be married, his wife is from our islands.
Right.
So I approached him. So I said, I need help. So they were able to give him more resources in terms of vehicle, because they had vehicles seated in Ministry of Health in Wandegea. So we got more vehicles in another week. Now I had 4 vehicles.
So generally, at that point, you just use network and available resources and started.
Correct.
And 20 years here,
So 20 years here. So
yes.
what we did on that was the basis. And the good thing, my mother offered the place to work and also feed the people that would come in, would bring in.
Yes.
Everything was fed. And then, so that's how we started.
Yes.
Now, we had to register as a non-profit organization, NGO. And then I did some due diligence. It needed about $300. And that's the amount I could raise. So then I paid for that. There were paperwork used to be very fast. We did an NGO, and we left it with that. And the NGO Bureau authorized me to operate after submitting the application. They say, you can operate. Now, what we were doing is basically baseline, testing. One thing that we did very well in the beginning was documentation.
Oh, that's
documentation.
Great. That's
We could, we were so good with the documentation.
Record keeping.
I am, record keeping,
Yes.
very good.
Right.
I am a logistics officer. And I was a sergeant at the time. So I knew how to do paperwork.
Right.
So we provided this paperwork to the Ministry of Health. Our intent was to attract the government to go to Kalangala and help the people. It was not for us to do the work.
That's beautiful, Lieutenant. And when we look at the journey, it really started so humble.
Correct.
And just at your heart.
Correct.
20 years in, how much have you achieved? Where are you now?
Well, before, I think I would be remiss if I just jumped without giving some of the milestones.
Right.
That's how we started. But it has involved a lot of networking. We set our targeted goals. Start with what you can queue. Don't buy too much. Start with small. So what we did, we made a target of basically establishing the small infrastructure within the landing sites. So the first 5 years was basically establishing both the legal infrastructure as well as the physical, and also getting the people to work. Because we could not attract resources from the Uganda government. They were not interested. So we had to rely on individual donors. So I went back to the United States, went to my peers, my co-workers, my friends I went to school with, and they were able to help me. So, and then I was able to pay the people we would hire. And when you were making some money in dollars, it's much easier to pay someone in shillings.
Yes,
and it's more contribution. So the first 5 years, I would pay you to that we went in, we wanted to establish the baseline within our structure. What do we know as the baseline for HIV/AIDS? So our baseline, basically, was our averaging 34% prevalence rates. Then I went back to the Ministry of Health. We need help, because we kept pounding doors. And then from that on, we attracted the AIDS Healthcare Foundation of Los Angeles.
Right.
Came in to help me because I knew the vice president. I used to, when I was in college, I volunteered for her. So I went in and said I needed some help. And that also gained traction.
Right.
From now, some of government officials and some private individuals, late Johnny Seromba, Mr. Johnny Seromba, he used to be living with me, with us, not me, with my cousin in Nakasero when I was here in Uganda. So he was very instrumental in knocking doors. He would knock a DHO's office in Kalangala.
Right.
So if someone was knocking,
Right.
so Johnny Seromba was inspirational. He also donated the furniture and everything we used.
Right.
So that, the initial momentum helped us out.
Yes.
And the commitment, we were very, very committed because the cause, I was looking at my kids, my friends, then my mother was very relentless.
Yeah.
When my mother says, you gotta do something, you gotta do it. So those first 5 years, we did those and we achieved that.
Right.
So we started with treating about 700 people. Then within 5 years, we started hitting 1,000, 2,000.
Right.
Then the numbers started increasing.
And
so
20
it's so now,
Right.
very interesting.
Right.
We wanted to attract the attention from here. So what I did, I invited Omumbeja Diana Tegala, because that's Kabaka's young sister. So we knew that would get us somewhere.
Right.
So we had an event in Kalangala, so we took her as the guest of honor. When she got to our place, she was shocked. And she said, Sabasajja, I know okumanya ebintu bino.
Right.
Sabasajja, I know okumanya ebintu bino. But Kalangala, as soon as we left Kalangala, we went to meet Sabasajja at Banda Palace. Kabaka was very impressed. He was very impressed. And I requested Sabasajja Osime to bulungi bwansi. Ojje, Sabasajja nagamba immediately. Nja kujja nagamba Katikkiro, kola arrangement. Tugende Kalangala, ewa Captain Musisi.
Right.
So they came in, Sabasajja did bulungi bwansi at our facility.
Right.
2012. So that gave us a little bit more money. When the Kabaka comes to your facility,
Yes.
gives you leverage. So we were able to do that. Now our numbers increased. We are now doing 10,000.
Right.
So we went in, by the time we were at 10 years of service, we were averaging about 20,000 patients per year that we were treating. And then also we're hitting, now other organ agencies, we were attracting them to come in. Now the Ministry of Health also was willing to it.
Right.
So our breakthrough, I think, came in after Kabaka came in.
Right.
Then the Ugandan Parliament invited me to give me an award because I'm the first Ugandan. I was the first Ugandan to build a medical facility
Right.
serving the underprivileged.
Right.
So when I was invited to the Parliament to be given an award for doing a noble work, that gave us a lot of leverage. The President of Uganda, His Excellency President Yoweri Museveni, invited me at the State House in Entebbe. For honor, we discussed this. Of course, I came with my bosses. I came with the two general officers, my bosses. We went over there, and I appreciate the president. So one of the things I asked the president, I said, Mr. President, I need your help. We are not a government. We are civilians. But we cannot continue doing this, paying for the staff. What we are asking for, Mr. President, is for your government to take over our staff.
Right.
And also give us medical supplies. And the president directed immediately that be given.
Right.
So immediately after that meeting, so we started getting medical supplies and our staff was taken over. So then we had to look for our own, money for the other staff. So that increased what our community outreach. Then Pastor Robert Kayanja of the Kayanja Ministries, he donated motorcycles for us to use, to do outreaches. So that was sending us to the landing sites. We would go to the landing sites and meet people over there.
Yes.
So that, I'm just painting to you where I'm coming,
Yes.
20 years.
Yes.
So we are now about 15 years.
Right.
So after those 15 years, initially, we were not meant to do, our goal was to do for 5 years, then attract people, and then we would do our business.
Yeah.
But each time I would go there, the need was huge. I believe in the Hippocratic oath. I'm not a doctor or a medical official, but I believe in the Hippocratic oath. I
Yeah.
believe in saving life. I believe in community service. You don't go to the army to make money. We don't go to the army to make money. We go to the serve. So Kalangala to me was a serve, was God's calling. So what we were doing was very good. People would come to me and they say, Omwana wange yazali wow. Omwana nogola. We were not to do that. But the need became so huge and the demand was increasing. So eventually what we did, we said, you know what, I think we need to expand. Let's expand. So we started negotiating. And the good thing happened when good leaders come in place. At the time, there was a gentleman called Willie Lugolobi. He became the chairman of LOC5. He really came on board with us. So he's like, no problem, we're going to work with you to help. So the numbers went up.
Right.
So that's where we are. Today we are 20 years.
20 years indeed.
20 years indeed.
That's such a milestone,
Yes.
such a journey,
Yes.
and such a beautiful journey. Now, I know you are celebrating these 20 years
Yes, ma'am.
on a particular day. And take us through this day. Which day is it going to be, celebrating the 20 years? Who will be the guest of honor? And what have you planned for the day?
Yeah, I am very, very happy to be here on our Morning Breeze and be able to tell you, Morning Uganda,
Yes.
and be able to tell you more about the day is this coming Saturday, July 26,
Which is tomorrow.
which is tomorrow, and the guest of honor is His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. He is accepted.
Right.
He's accepted our invitation. So we expect a lot of things. But of course, as you know, things do change. He's the President of Uganda, he may be called somewhere else. But you know, he has accepted our invitation.
Right.
And whoever he sends to represent him, or he comes, he's accepted our invitation.
Right.
So the guest of honor is His Excellency, the President of Uganda.
Right.
So we want to thank His Excellency, President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, for accepting to come and honor our invitation as the guest of honor. And we also welcome anyone, whether himself or his representative, that comes to address our event. So the Bishop Jumba of Masaka Diocese has also accepted to lead Mass. There will be a Mass led by, and Bishop Jumba is going to be represented by Father Emmanuel Mutabaz.
Yes.
Yeah, so he's in charge of health within the Masaka Diocese.
Right.
Yeah, because Bishop Jumba wanted to do the Mass, but he has other engagements with the kids, with the youth in the diocese. So he couldn't move, he couldn't come. But he's delegated someone officially to come and do the Mass for us. We do have a lot of entertainment. Local leaders are going to be there. I'm very excited to see Honorable Bada. He's my OB. We went to school together. He's now the RDC for Kalangala.
Right.
And a lot of leaders, a lot of activities are going to take place. Of course, there will be food.
Very interesting.
Yeah, and then the people have been very, very positive about the Sese Islands African project.
Yes.
So we're going to start at 8 o'clock. People will start arriving.
Yes.
And the events go on and go on. A lot of leaders are being invited. We expect a lot of people to come, and they want people to come on time because security will be very tight.
Who's been invited? Who has been invited?
We've invited Right Honorable Kadaga, Rebecca Kadaga, because she's been one of the biggest supporters of our activities for almost 20 years. We invited a lot of other leaders. Off my head, I can't recall a lot of them because the invitation.
Is the general public invited?
Yeah, the general public is invited.
Right.
The general public is invited. We're going to do our best as we do always in Kalangala. The people of Bugoma are great people. The people of Kalangala are very good, welcoming. So everyone is invited. Please make sure you come at 8 o'clock. That way we are able to manage the numbers and also manage security. Everything, we want to thank Bugoma Big Boys. Bugoma Big Boys have provided us with the sound system to use. Yes. And the Bugoma Sand Beach has also provided us some accommodation. They have provided some accommodation for our VIPs.
Right.
So you can see when you have friends, people
power
can help.
of networking.
So the day is tomorrow, Saturday. But a lot of activities are going to go on. But mainly it's going to be where we're going to be, where we are, what we have done, and where we're headed for. Yeah. We are now looking at SIAPU 2040.
Right.
Yeah, we want our facility to be basically elevated to healthcare levels 3 status. That opens up doors for us to be able to get more funding from outside, of course from our friends.
Yes.
And people need to understand, right now, Ugandans, we also want the organization to be more local oriented. So we are trying to attract and educate. We've brought on board a younger man called Mr. Bashir Selunjoji, very young man. We've made him the vice president of the organization.
Right.
Because we want to bring in young people who are able and willing.
Right.
So change of leaders, change of guard in terms of leadership,
Right.
so that the organization can prosper.
Right.
And we're looking
Moving
at
on.
more, and when I go back, I'm going to utilize this opportunity to see what we do have, and I go
Amazing.
back and be able to basically mobilize more resources to
Amazing.
move. Because from humble beginning to
where
where
we
we
are,
are,
20
it is a
years.
milestone.
It is indeed such a milestone. That is Lieutenant Colonel Frank Musisi, who is the president of the Sese Islands AIDS Project, a project that began from such humble beginnings, and just from him and his mother's help. And here we are 20 years later. He's looking at Vision 2040. If you want to be a part of this event, indeed, do go there and attend it. It's tomorrow starting at 8 a.m. as 20 years are being celebrated. Thank you, Lieutenant, for that great cause. One of the takeaways I've got from his story is the fact that the power of networking is indeed real. And start small, start from wherever you are, as long as you are determined and as long as you are powerful at your networking skills in all the right ways possible. That's been it from him. Indeed, many thanks to you, Lieutenant Colonel Frank Musisi. Good Morning Uganda does continue. Stay tuned.
Live from UPC Studios in Kampala, this is Good Morning Uganda.
Taxation is a bit complicated, and the only way to demystify it and make it as easy to understand and to comply with is through engagement. Is there a limit to the number of cars a returning citizen is bringing into Uganda? Who has paid the excise duty on this water is not the supermarket which has sold you this bottle at 1,000. It's not the business. It is the man who is going to drink this water. We strongly believe that it will only be through such constructive engagement that we'll be able to broaden our tax base and build our country together.
Buza Kamiso now you can get direct answers. Send your tax-related questions via WhatsApp or SMS to 0790-141-887, and the Commissioner General of URA, John Musinguzi, will personally address them. Tune in to UBC News Tonight every Monday and Wednesday for expert insights and clear explanations. Buza Commissioner.
Hello, Kampala, Uganda. In response to the national call of strengthening the traffic security, Good Products Group HGO brand has officially launched the Rider Selection Campaign. Registration is now open. Visit www.riders.hgo.com. Complete your registration now for a chance to win exciting prizes including motorcycles, exclusive HGO gift boxes, and official rider vests, all while promoting safe riding awareness. This is how to participate. Pay the registration fee, invite 3 friends to form a team of 4, and your registration fee will instantly be refunded. Begin your journey of honor today. Don't miss this opportunity. Join the challenge, promote road safety, and become a pioneer rider. For details, visit the official Good Products website at www.hgo.com or call toll-free 0800-335-555 or visit our offices at Kingdom Kampala 3rd floor to register now and win prizes worth millions.
In a nation hungry for truth, a world where every story matters, there exists a beacon of trust and reliability. For decades, they've been our voice and our window to the world, holding the mirror of our history. With 4 TV stations and 11 radio channels spanning 27 languages, they stand as guardians of information, defenders of truth. With Mascari Heritage Advantage, they uphold every citizen's right to reliable and free information. Their archived stories shaped our past and illuminate our present. Yet now, as new challenges arise and the world evolves, their mission faces its greatest test yet. Be part of our journey and let's navigate the unknown, uncover the untold, and safeguard our future together. Tune into your public broadcaster, for it is the intersection of trust and truth. Because to UBC, your story, and every voice matters. UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Kaze, I kept working even after I saw the rush. I was scared to go to the heresy facility. The mpox got worse and I stopped working completely for 2 weeks. Imagine how can a border rider survive if nobody wants to get closer to you. If I had gone earlier, I would have been treated sooner. People, don't wait like I did.
Protect your family and community by seeking treatment immediately you notice any symptoms of Mpox. For more information about Mpox, call the Ministry of Health's toll-free line on 0800 1000 or send a free SMS to your report on 8500. This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health with support from UNICEF, WHO and partners.
This August, Africa gathers again. The passion, the pride, the beautiful game. It's Chan 2025. And the heart of the action, Uganda, the Pearl of Africa stands ready. Not just with a world-class stadium, but with open arms for every African nation. Nambole and its floodlights are already welcoming. From Kampala to Karamoja, our stadium is set. The pitch is perfect, the stage is built, and the spirit of Uganda is unmatched. Come feel the rhythm, taste the warmth, and witness hospitality like no other. Uganda welcomes all of Africa for a Chan like never before. Chan 2025, unity, passion, victory, and it's all happening right here in Uganda. Don't just watch history, be part of it.
Hello, Kampala, Uganda. In response to the national call of strengthening the traffic security, Good Products Group HGO brand has officially launched the Rider Selection Campaign. Registration is now open. Visit www.riders.hgo.com. Complete your registration now for a chance to win exciting prizes including motorcycles, exclusive HGO gift boxes, and official rider vests, all while promoting safe riding awareness. This is how to participate. Pay the registration fee, invite 3 friends to form a team of 4, and your registration fee will instantly be refunded. Begin your journey of honor today. Don't miss this opportunity. Join the challenge, promote road safety, and become a pioneer rider. For details, visit the official Good Products website at www.hgo.com or call toll-free 0800-335-555 or visit our offices at Kingdom Kampala 3rd floor to register now and win prizes worth millions.
Pick of the day on UBC.
One-on-one with Michael Jordan Lukomwao.
A weekly face-to-face conversation focusing on accountability, inspiration, information, and sensitization of the public from the various sources, such as inspirational profiles.
Having disability is not inability.
Every Friday 9 p.m., it's one-on-one with Michael Jordan Lukomwao.
Don't you see anywhere that you would give a credit in the fight against COVID?
My role as the owner of the country is not to, be preoccupied by giving credit to my servant.
We have said that if we are to talk to General Museveni, there must be certain conditions in place.
Is it true that you paid 5 million shillings to MPs that voted for?
Was brought to you by. I'll call you every day, You can now get all the Chibuzi out with MTN voice bundles. Call all networks. Kubei Dondoro. Buy a 25-minute voice bundle for only 1,000 or buy any daily voice bundle of your choice. Dial *100*21# and select daily or use the MyMTN app. When we talk together, we are unstoppable.
Hello, Kampala, Uganda. In response to the national call of strengthening the traffic security, Good Products Group HGO brand has officially launched the Rider Selection Campaign. Registration is now open. Visit www.riders.hgo.com. Complete your registration now for a chance to win exciting prizes including motorcycles, exclusive HGO gift boxes, and official rider vests, all while promoting safe riding awareness. This is how to participate. Pay the registration fee, invite 3 friends to form a team of 4, and your registration fee will instantly be refunded. Begin your journey of honor today. Don't miss this opportunity. Join the challenge, promote road safety, and become a pioneer rider. For details, visit the official Good Products website at www.hgo.com or call toll-free 0800-335-555 or visit our offices at Kingdom Kampala 3rd floor to register now and win prizes worth millions.
This August, Africa gathers again. The passion, the pride, the beautiful game. It's CHAN 2025. And the heart of the action, Uganda, the Pearl of Africa stands ready. Not just with a world-class stadium, but with open arms for every African nation. Nambole and its floodlights are already welcoming. From Kampala to Karamoja, our stadium is set. The pitch is perfect, the stage is built, and the spirit of Uganda is unmatched. Come feel the rhythm, taste the warmth, and witness hospitality like no other. Uganda welcomes all of Africa for a CHAN like never before. CHAN 2025. Unity, passion, victory. And it's all happening right here in Uganda. Don't just watch history. Be part of it.
In all these years, we emphasize 2 words, wealth and jobs. And we try to waken our people up to show them where wealth and jobs come from.
The Parish Development Model, PDM, is a bold initiative that is reshaping Uganda's rural economy. By allocating 100 million shillings to each parish annually, PDM empowers households by unlocking opportunities for wealth creation.
This program will be maintained. Each year we send 100 million for the parish. If you get the 1 million, you can buy some goats, you can buy some pigs, you can buy even young cows.
Farmers are transitioning from subsistence farming to commercial agriculture, laying the groundwork for wealth creation and improved livelihoods.
This project started 11 years ago after an inspiration from His Excellency. And that time I was working as a taxi driver. I was doing that Massa business in Soroti, and he was talking about how to improve household income.
With the PDM, you bring back the money after 24 months. But in the 3rd year, you would get another 100 million paid back by those who got first.
The President's message is a mindset changer. Becoming rich does not mean you should have a lot of land, you should have a lot of education, you just need a vision and implement and start from where you are.
So therefore, this PDM is to get all of you out of poverty. That's why we said 100 million per parish per year.
This message is brought to you by the Ministry of ICT and National Guidance.
Live from UPC Studios in Kampala, this is Good Morning Uganda.
Morning Uganda, time for that time when we recommend movies for you on Friday. It's Good Morning Uganda, the Friday edition. My name is Julie Nantaba Mosisi, and in today's movies recommended for you as you plan for your weekend, either to stay in, especially if you want to stay in, we'll look at Brick, which is a German mystery thriller by Philip Koch from 2025. This film has been available on Netflix since July 10th, and it's really about a couple that suffers a miscarriage, and 2 years after the miscarriage, Tim and Olivia are in a relationship crisis. What do they do about it? Are they still on the same page? Let's take a look at the trailer.
I'm leaving without you, and I won't be coming back.
Wait a minute, does that mean you're leaving me? That this is it?
What is this?
Hello?
Hello? There's no way you can wall off an entire building overnight. Do you have reception? What is this material? Hello?
Is there a black wall around your place too?
Yeah, man. Maybe it's like some kind of twisted escape room.
We must get through here.
Some of those shelters connect to the subway system.
You have no idea what's going on here, do you?
We just need to try everything like...
Why us? Maybe there's a reason we're all here.
They're filming us?
There's another room.
We're all going to die in here, aren't we?
What if the wall is a code? A code for what?
Get down!
The wall's just here to protect us. It's not going to let us out.
I needed you back then!
You want to get out of here?
I'm leaving without you, and I won't be coming back.
Wait a minute, does that mean you're leaving me? That this is it?
Interesting trailer that one is. It reminds me of the series called Silo. Have you watched Silo? Ooh, interesting. But those are some of the movies that make you think twice about how you live and if life had it that way and you had to be stuck in one round repetitive cycle. Anyways, the other recommendation I would have for you is Almost Cops. It's a 2025 Dutch movie released on Netflix as well. And it's a mix of action, comedy, crime, mystery in there. But the plot really is Ramon, who a role played by Jandino Asporat, and he's a special investigator in Rotterdam. And after a disciplinary incident, he is paired with Jack, a role played by Warner Kolf, a former officer. Now, when it has comedy and action at the same time and a bit of mystery in there, it's a trailer that you would want to first catch up on before you even get to engage it deeply. Take a look at the trailer.
Wij zorgen ervoor dat de...
Dit is een overval! Hé, liggen nu!
Wie ben je? Hey, hallo? Eddie vindt het zelf ook niet leuk. Hé, Eddie?
Jack, ik denk dat het goed is als jij een stapje omlaag doet.
Achter het bureau.
Ietsje lager. Gewoon even bewijzen dat je een teamplayer kunt zijn.
Dit is Jack. Dat is je partner, Ramon. Welkom bij de BOA's.
Boalicious! Fit for you!
Wij zorgen ervoor dat de buurt schoon blijft.
Optieven nou!
Veilig, leefbaar. Je merkt echt dat mensen het waarderen, hè?
Ik zag net iemand op kauwgompie op de straat spugen. Zou je die kunnen arresteren, alsjeblieft?
De Bukaris runnen de grootste kooklijn van Rotterdam. Ze zijn betrokken bij een moordzaak.
Praat je over Kevin? Kevin is mijn halfbroer.
We zitten in een fucking bendeoorlog, vriend.
Klinkt gevaarlijk.
Boas, serieus?
Ik doe echt mijn best, pa. Ga je mij helpen de moordenaar te vinden van mijn broer?
We doen het samen, toch?
Hij zijn Boas! Locked and loaded. We zijn elke dag op straat om te vechten.
Now, I love that one. I surely love that one, and I look forward to catching up with it. It's one I would recommend, I must say. Action and comedy at the same time. With mystery, why not? The third recommendation is Until Dawn, and it's a 2025 American survival horror film. Now, this one seems quite a bit violent. Not so much of my taste, but hey, in case it is your taste and preference, it's derived from the 2015 video game by PlayStation Studios, and it's a set in the same universe while featuring an original stand-alone story and expands on the video games mythology. And it's one where Clover, who has an ex-boyfriend called Max, and her friends Nina and Megan, and Nina's boyfriend are retracing the steps of Clover's missing sister. Now, if you love a bit of horror, definitely, but a lot of mystery in there, this is one for you, derived from a PlayStation studio. Take a look at the trailer.
I'm looking for my sister. Does she look familiar to you?
She's gone missing.
I didn't say that. Do a lot of people go missing around here?
Up the road. That's why people get into trouble.
Those are the first people here in years.
Looks like it too.
Weird. That's my sister's signature. Oh, shit.
Guys, check it out.
What happened to these people?
Where's my car?
Where's Megan?
What the fuck just happened? We all got fucking murdered. And now we're here again.
So the night is just gonna repeat itself.
I don't remember that happening last time.
Holy shit. Every night, something new is trying to kill us.
What is that?
How many more deaths do you have in you?
Nobody's made it past 13 nights.
If we want to survive, we have to make it until dawn.
Wow. Until Dawn, definitely not my type of movie. So it's not one I would recommend, but it's one there for you in case you are interested in horrors. And if you ask me, out of the three, Brick, Until Dawn, Almost Cops, I would go with Almost Cops. But that's it for today's movie recommendations. Take a chance at whichever you like. And above all, watch what really sits well within your spirit and be safe. Ultimately, these movies sometimes could get us into crazier worlds if we're not careful. But enjoy the weekend as you get away with any movie that you choose. For now, that is what we have for the recommendations. Good Morning Uganda does continue, so stick around.
UPC Studios in Kampala. This is Good Morning Uganda.
Hello, Kampala, Uganda. In response to the national call of strengthening the traffic security, Good Products Group HGO brand has officially launched the Rider Selection Campaign. Registration is now open. Visit www.riders.hgo.com. Complete your registration now for a chance to win exciting prizes including motorcycles, exclusive HGO gift boxes, and official rider vests, all while promoting safe riding awareness. This is how to participate. Pay the registration fee, invite 3 friends to form a team of 4, and your registration fee will instantly be refunded. Begin your journey of honor today. Don't miss this opportunity. Join the challenge, promote road safety, and become a pioneer rider. For details, visit the official Good Products website at www.hgo.com or call toll-free 0800-335-555 or visit our offices at Kingdom Kampala 3rd floor to register now and win prizes worth millions.
This August, Africa gathers again. The passion, the pride, the beautiful game. It's Chan 2025. And the heart of the action, Uganda, the Pearl of Africa stands ready, not just with a world-class stadium, but with open arms for every African nation. Nambole and its floodlights are already welcoming. From Kampala to Karamoja, our stadium is set. The pitch is perfect, the stage is built, and the spirit of Uganda is unmatched. Come feel the rhythm, taste the warmth, and witness hospitality like no other. Uganda welcomes all of Africa for a CHAN like never before. CHAN 2025, unity, passion, victory, and it's all happening right here in Uganda. Don't just watch history, be part of it.
Taxation is a bit complicated, and the only way to demystify it and make it as easy to understand and to comply with is through engagement. Is there a limit to the number of cars a returning citizen is bringing into Uganda? Who has paid the excise duty on this water is not the supermarket which has sold you this bottle at 1,000. It's not the business. It is the man who is going to drink this water. We strongly believe that it will only be through such constructive engagement that we'll be able to broaden our tax base and build our country together.
Buza Kamiso now you can get direct answers. Send your tax-related questions via WhatsApp or SMS to 0790-141-887, and the Commissioner General of URA, John Musinguzi, will personally address them. Tune in to UBC News Tonight every Monday and Wednesday for expert insights and clear explanations. Buza Commissioner.
Kaze, I kept working even after I saw the rush. I was scared to go to the heresy facility. The mpox got worse and I stopped working completely for 2 weeks. Imagine how can a border rider survive if nobody wants to get closer to you. If I had gone earlier, I would have been treated sooner. People, don't wait like I did.
Protect your family and community by seeking treatment immediately you notice any symptoms of Mpox. For more information about Mpox, call the Ministry of Health's toll-free line on 0800 1000 or send a free SMS to your report on 8500. This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health with support from UNICEF, WHO, and partners.
In a nation hungry for truth, a world where every story matters, there exists a beacon of trust and reliability. For decades, they've been our voice and our window to the world, holding the mirror of our history. With 4 TV stations and 11 radio channels spanning 27 languages, they stand as guardians of information, defenders of truth. With Mascari Heritage Advantage, they uphold every citizen's right to reliable and free information. Their archive stories shaped our past and illuminate our present. Yet now, as new challenges arise and the world evolves, their mission faces its greatest test yet. Be part of our journey and let's navigate the unknown, uncover the untold, and safeguard our future together. Tune into your public broadcaster, for it is the intersection of trust and truth. Because to UBC, your story, and every voice matters. UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Pick of the day on UBC.
One-on-one with Michael Jordan Lukomwa.
A weekly face-to-face conversation focusing on accountability, inspiration, information, and sensitization of the public from the various sources, such as inspirational profiles.
Having a disability is not inability.
Every Friday 9 p.m., it's one-on-one with Michael Jordan Lukomwa.
Don't you see anywhere that you would give a credit in the fight against COVID?
My role as the owner of the country is not to, be preoccupied by giving credit to my servant.
We have said that if we are to talk to General Museveni, there must be certain conditions in place.
Is it true that you paid 5 million shillings to MPs that voted for?
Was brought to you by
get all the chibuzi out with MTN voice bundles. Call all networks. Kubei Dondoro. Buy a 25-minute voice bundle for only 1,000 or buy any daily voice bundle of your choice. Dial *100 *21# and select daily or use the MyMTN app. When we talk together, we are unstoppable.
In all these years, we emphasize two words, wealth and jobs, and we try to waken our people up to show them where wealth and jobs come from.
The Parish Development Model, PDM, is a bold initiative that is reshaping Uganda's rural economy. By allocating 100 million shillings to each parish annually, PDM empowers households by unlocking opportunities for wealth creation.
This program will be maintained. Each year we send 100 million for the parish. If you get the 1 million, you can buy some goats, you can buy some pigs, you can buy even young cows.
Farmers are transitioning from subsistence farming to commercial agriculture, laying the groundwork for wealth creation and improved livelihoods.
This project started 11 years ago after an inspiration from His Excellency. And that time I was working as a taxi driver. I was doing that master business in Soroti, and he was talking about how to improve household income.
With the PDM, you bring back the money after 24 months, but in the third year, you would get another 100 million paid back by those who got first.
The President's message is a mindset changer. Becoming rich does not mean you should have a lot of land, you should have a lot of education, you just need a vision and implement and start from where you are.
So therefore, this PDM is to get all of you out of poverty. That's why we said 100 million per parish per year.
This message is brought to you by the Ministry of ICT and National Guidance.
Live from UPC Studios in Kampala, this is Good Morning Uganda.
Enako enkubya sanyu limbuze eyo gye nalaga kitange nkomyewo obujemu n'obukyayi we nakulaga saba kisonyiwo kati njiza okuba eyo gye napaalira nti omwana takula mu maaso g'abazadde kale bw'obanga ombonereza kitange olekangawo ndi mubisigana sobeze emirundi egitabalika aleke kuba omukwano lyewandaga nenkwata eddala nalaba ebirungi ebiyitiridde nendaba ebimyansa omululu n'obutamatira nebintwala mudungu eyo gye mbadde gali maaso ge ganimba ti buli ekimyansa ebeera zebu naye nkizudde kimbonyabonya ndi mwana nkwetaaga nkwatanga ku mukono onyambanga wengwana nekubula sebo ondagange kubo kuba kitange nze ndi mwana nkwetanga kabite nkwatanga ku mukono onyambanga wengwana kitange ondagange kubo kuba kitange nze ndi mwana ndabye bingi ebitisa ndabye bingi mukama ebimenya omutima ebbanga lyesibadde nawe buli kimu kineefulidde ejali emikwano gyakyuka kati be bapangawo kunsula kubanga sirina muyambi sirina mulwanyi namige yali ampanguza njagala gwe nina ennyonta ku mutima tombeera wala mukwano munange gwe wange Yesu ntasa okwatanga mukono mumamya nemekula sebo oberanga mukono gwange onywezanga engwa nyamba kitange Yesu, oh, Yesu, ndi mwana. 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 Yesu, oh, Yesu. Yesu, oh, Yesu, okwatanga mukono nyamba sebo oberanga nange nyamba mukono omumanya sebo oberanga mukwano gwange notondekerera nyenda kubanga bali abasooka oberanga kitange onyambanga mukono oberanga nange
All right. Sounds of Martin Rogers. He is a gospel artist and he's in studio, as you've seen, with us here on Good Morning Uganda, the Friday edition. Once again, if you've just joined the show, good morning. And if you have been with us since the start, thank you so much for being on the show. You are watching UBC TV. My name is Julie Nantaba Mosisi, and Martin Rogers is the artist of the day today. I will ask him many questions, which I have, because I want to know if he's just a worshiper, or he is a praise and worship artist, or just generally a lot. So let's just dig into it and get to know him a little bit better. Good morning, Martin.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Thank you so much for coming.
You're welcome.
Praise the Lord.
Amen.
Who is Martin Rogers?
Martin Rogers is a love of Jesus Christ.
Right.
Of course, I'm born again. I'm a pastor by the grace of God. I'm a husband.
Right.
And a father.
Glory to God.
Yes.
Where do you pastor?
In Mukono.
Right.
The church is called Worship City.
Okay.
Yes.
I hope Worship City your flock are watching the show this morning.
I hope so.
Right.
I hope
so when do you start the journey of music?
Music, I started, of course, a long time ago. As a child, discovering. I loved music so much. I was introduced to music by my auntie. She used to love music so much. And so I fell in love with music. I realized I can sing, but my family didn't believe that I can sing. So they used to laugh at me, but I felt music inside of me. But through school, I was in choir, participating. Then eventually, I think after senior 6, I started writing music.
Oh, on your own?
Yes,
right.
On my own.
Right.
Because by then I was learning the piano, so I would sit on the piano, try to write, and that's when I started actually writing, but not recording. So it was until 2016 that I recorded my first song.
Right.
Yes.
And at that time of recording your first song, what really inspired you to actually record it? Because all along you had been writing for a couple of years.
Yes.
It would have been easy for you to record at the same time, but why did it take that long?
It took me long because I had tried to record before, but I had not matured my voice.
Yes.
And naturally I like to do good things. And so I realized, no, let me first wait, I want to mature. So I became the worship leader in church, worship team leader. And through that process, I grew in music, I grew in knowledge, I matured. Then I realized now I can go and do something that is professional.
Yes.
Because I wanted a professional sound. And I didn't want just to sing. God deserves the very best.
Yes, I know, right? That's true. And given that you're a pastor, and at the same time you've used the word professional until you went professional, allow me ask you, what do you think of music for a gospel artist?
Yes.
being a ministry versus an industry?
Now, music versus an industry. Ministry versus an industry. Definitely, music is for ministry. And I want to be clear. But we I think why people call it an industry, because there's transactions that happen. You know, for us, we transact in a different way. God is a businessman, first of all.
Right.
The Bible says he gave us his son that he may have many sons. That's transaction.
Yes.
And so even music, we transact, but what do we get in return? Souls, majorly, not money. However, the ministry that we do, I'm confident that God aligns people who can stand with your vision. Habakkuk says, write your vision clearly, and then those who sit will run with it. Once you put your vision out clearly, people will run with it. And so the industry of thinking that a gospel artist can come out and do music with the sole intention of making money is not possible. Because the church and the setting of the church is not really built on sale. You cannot come and say, now I'm a gospel artist. For me to come in church and minister, you first have to put 1 million down. You're going to do excellent work because you love the Lord, not because you expect that people are going to pay you a lot of money. Just like a pastor wakes up and struggles and builds a structure and he buys good equipment and he pastors the flock, but he's not expecting money in return. Yes. But God rewards, definitely. Yes.
Very profound perspective that you paint right there on now as to whether for a gospel artist it's a music industry versus music ministry. I think it's a take home, I would say. If you want to be on the show, 0709602592. How many songs or albums do you have?
No, I have songs. I have songs I've not yet compiled into an album, but they're like 7 audios.
Right.
1 video and 6 audios.
Right.
Yes.
What inspires you when you're creating this music?
Number one, I love to reach out to many people. There are so many people hurting. There are so many people who want to hear the love of the Lord, who want to hear the message of the gospel, but then they cannot access it through preaching. So music is easy for them. You know that very many people, a Muslim can listen to a gospel song, but he cannot stand and listen to a sermon. So music, that's what inspires me. But number 2, I love to talk about the love of God. Talk about what God has done.
Right.
Draw men back to God through music, because music is a language of itself, of its own rather. And there's a way it can access people's hearts in a way that words cannot access.
That's very profound.
Yes.
That is Martin Rogers for you. He is a gospel artist, and he is the artist we have today on Good Morning Uganda. Now, there's a lot to ask him, of course, but the best part of this event or this moment is the fact that we get to be blessed with his talent, his voice, and above all, what he has in store for us from inside of him to the outside, and to inspire you who is watching. So let's allow him do that, and we'll be coming back to ask him more questions. Good morning, Uganda.
Worship you, Lord. Ensi yalinkalu najitekamu ebitonde ensozi ez'ennene nagayanja ganene omusajja yali omuwati mu lusuku edennyo olunene nalaba nga bubadde namutonde omubeezi ne bwe nali mu busibe teyandekerera kitange yatuma omwana we Yesu najja nfiirire teyafa ku bulumi obungi teyafa ku mbeera kijazaalibwamu teyafa ku migo ginamukuwa yayagala kyanzawule yatonda buli kimu asanyuse nawayo n'omwana wanfiire yalaga omukwano gutekanika abanga njagala nnyo Mukama yatonda buli kimu asanyuse nawayo n'omwana wanfiire yalaga omukwano gutekanika abanga njagala nnyo Mukama ne bwe yandisigadde tegwandibadde musango tewali kirala okujjako okwagala kwe kwamuleeta mponye ebibize mu nsi. Yalina eddembe kusigalayo, yalina obuyinza obutasoboka, yalonda omusaalaba ku lw'obulumi bwange. Kabaka nafuuka omunaku, ekikolime kyampa omukisa nze, omusibe yamponya obusibe bwange. Nalajana nakomebwako, nakowola nawulira, nakaba nalaba amaziga gange. Yatonda buli kimu ansanyuse, nawayo n'omwana wanfiire, yalaga omukwano gutekanika, abanga njagala nnyo Mukama. Yatonda buli kimu ansanyuse, nawayo n'omwana wanfiire, yalaga omukwano gutekanika, abanga njagala nnyo Mukama. Anjagala, 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 Yesu anjagala, 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 oh anjagala, 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 Yesu anjagala. My worship to you. All of my worship, njagala nkuwe sadaka Mukama esinga, naye sirina bugaga nga Sulemani. Njagala nnyo kuyimbira kayimba kasingayo, Dawudi yayimba ezisinga ku zange, naye kiki kye nina kye safuna, byonna byonna kwe yabimpa, ku bibyo kwe nzija nze ne nkomyawo. Kakigasa ky'okulya ebirungi eby'enseno, byonna byonna ne mbimalayo, ku nkomerero nze ne nfiira omwoyo gwange. Sulemani yalaba nga tebikusa, byonna byonna bye yagezaako, kankuwe Mukama ekikulu ekisingayo. Leka nkuwe omubiri gwange nga saddaaka, kwe kusinza Mukama okw'omwoyo. Kankuwe omubiri gwange nga saddaaka, kwe kusinza Mukama okw'omwoyo. Laba nze kankuwe obulamu bwange nga saddaaka, kwe kusinza Mukama okw'omwoyo. Kankuwe omubiri gwange nga saddaaka, kwe kusinza Mukama okw'omwoyo. Ogaba kankuwe ebyange byonna nga saddaaka, kwe kusinza Mukama okw'omwoyo. Kankuwe omubiri gwange nga saddaaka, kwe kusinza Mukama okw'omwoyo. Laba nze kankuwe ebyange byonna nga saddaaka, kwe kusinza Mukama okw'omwoyo. Kankuwe omubiri gwange nga saddaaka, kwe kusinza Mukama okw'omwoyo. Leka nkuwe obugaga bwange nga saddaaka, kwe kusinza Mukama okw'omwoyo. Kankuwe omubiri gwange nga saddaaka, kwe kusinza Mukama okw'omwoyo. Ndi muyala sikutangako okubeerawo, nina enkalama tetakoma ey'omwoyo wo. Nze ntya awatali kisa kyo, njagala kubeerawo buli. Ndi munafu nesigamye ku mukono gwo ogw'amaanyi, ntambula nga siraba awatali kitangala ky'okubeera mpeka ng'omwana omuto ntwalawo woli awali okubeerawo awali okubeerawo awali okubeerawo awali okubeerawo yesu obulungi bunga bungi bwe waterekera abo abakutya bwe wakolera abakwesiga mu maaso g'abaana b'abantu gy'oli awakwekebwa gy'onoobakisanga enkwe z'abantu onoobakuumiranga muwema mukyama ennimi eziyomba mpeka ng'omwana omuto ntwalawo woli awali okubeerawo yesu awali okubeerawo yesu awali okubeerawo yewe awali okubeerawo worship we worship you Lord we worship you Lord mpeka ng'omwana omuto ntwalawo woli mpeka ng'omwana omuto twalawo woli mpeka ng'omwana omuto twalawo woli mpeka ng'omwana omuto twalawo woli Yesu ennaku enkubye essanyu limbuze eyo gye nalaga kitange nkomyewo obujeemu n'obukyayi bwe nakulaga saba kisonyiwo kati njiza okuba eyo gye napaalira nti omwana takula mu maaso g'abazadde kale bw'oba nkawombonereza kitange olekangawo ndi mubisigana nsobeze emirundi egitabalika naleke kuba omukwano byewandaga nenkwata eddala nalaba ebirungi ebiyitiridde nendaba ebimyasa omululu n'obutamatira nebintwala mudungu eyo gye mbadde gali maaso ge ganimba ti buli ekimyansa ebeera zabbu naye nkizudde kimbonyabonya nze ndi mwana nkwetaaga okwatanga mukono nuŋŋamya nemekubula sebo okwatanga kalite mukwano munange nweza kitange ndabye bingi ebitisa ndabye bingi mukama ebimenya omutima ebbanga lyesibadde nawe buli kimu kineefulidde ejali emikwano gyakyuka.
All right. That's Martin Rogers for you. He did mention that he has one video, and that is the video. It's brand new. What's the name of this song?
Ndimwana.
Ndimwana. And what inspired? the song?
The song is from Luke chapter 15, verses 11, the story of the prodigal son. I was in a prayer meeting on the prayer mountain, and God released that song to me. I realized it's talking about many times we go prodigal. We live where he has told us to go and go on our own things.
Yes, that's true.
And when we get stuck from there, we come back crying. But he's a father. His hands are always open to us, anytime, anywhere.
Right.
Yes.
The only deity indeed that speaks in the language of love is God, Jesus Christ. Martin Rogers,
Yes.
with that brand new song, where do we find your music?
My music is on YouTube, Martin Rogers, and every other music platform in Uganda. You can still find Martin Rogers on Apple Music, iTunes, every other platform. On of course, Instagram, on all social medias. Yes.
You're still Martin Rogers.
Martin Rogers.
And if someone wants to work with you, have you perform at their event, how do they get in touch?
They can call me on my phone number.
Right.
0784 63 3261. Once
yes,
again,
yes.
0784 63 3261.
All right. Thank you, Martin Rogers, for blessing us. What would be your parting shot? That one word that you would want to leave whoever is watching with?
Well, everyone who is watching, Jesus is coming back soon.
Amen.
He wants every man to be born again. That's what the Bible says. And I want to encourage you to receive Christ. No one will ever love you more than God.
Right.
God bless you.
Right. I cannot add to that word, indeed, as it's stated. Good Morning Uganda does continue. We still have a lot more in store for you, so stay tuned. Good morning.
Live from UPC Studios in Kampala, this is Good Morning Uganda.
Hello, Kampala, Uganda. In response to the national call of strengthening the traffic security, Good Products Group HGO brand has officially launched the Rider Selection Campaign. Registration is now open. Visit www.riders.hgo.com. Complete your registration now for a chance to win exciting prizes including motorcycles, exclusive HGO gift boxes, and official rider vests, all while promoting safe riding awareness. This is how to participate. Pay the registration fee, invite 3 friends to form a team of 4, and your registration fee will instantly be refunded. Begin your journey of honor today. Don't miss this opportunity. Join the challenge, promote road safety, and become a pioneer rider. For details, visit the official Good Products website at www.hgo.com or call toll-free 0800-335-555 or visit our offices at Kingdom Kampala 3rd floor to register now and win prizes worth millions.
This August, Africa gathers again. The passion, the pride, the beautiful game. It's Chan 2025. And the heart of the action, Uganda, the Pearl of Africa stands ready. Not just with a world-class stadium, but with open arms for every African nation. Nambole and its floodlights are already welcoming. From Kampala to Karamoja, our stadium is set. The pitch is perfect, the stage is built, and the spirit of Uganda is unmatched. Come feel the rhythm, taste the warmth, and witness hospitality like no other. Uganda welcomes all of Africa for a Chan like never before. Chan 2025. Unity, passion, victory. And it's all happening right here in Uganda. Don't just watch history. Be part of it.
Taxation is a bit complicated, and the only way to demystify it and make it as easy to understand and to comply with is through engagement. Is there a limit to the number of cars a returning citizen is bringing into Uganda? Who has paid the excise duty on this water is not the supermarket which has sold you this bottle at 1,000. It's not the business. It is the man who is going to drink this water. We strongly believe that it will only be through such constructive engagement that we'll be able to broaden our tax base and build our country together.
Buza Kamiso now. Now, you can get direct answers. Send your tax-related questions via WhatsApp or SMS to 0790-141-887, and the Commissioner General of URA, John Musinguzi, will personally address them. Tune in to UBC News Tonight every Monday and Wednesday for expert insights and clear explanations. Booza Commissioner.
Pick of the day on UBC.
One-on-one with Michael Jordan Lukomwa.
A weekly face-to-face conversation focusing on accountability, inspiration, information, and sensitization of the public from the various sources, such as inspirational profiles.
Having a disability is not inability.
Every Friday, 9 p.m., it's one-on-one with Michael Jordan Lukomwa.
Don't you see anywhere that you would give a credit in the fight against COVID?
My role as the owner of the country is not to, be preoccupied by giving credit to my servant.
We have said that if we are to talk to General Museveni, there must be certain conditions in place.
Is it true that you paid 5 million shillings to MPs that voted for?
Was brought to you by.
You can now get all the Chibuzi out with MTN voice bundles. Call all networks. Kubei Dondoro. Buy a 25-minute voice bundle for only 1,000. Or buy any daily voice bundle of your choice. Dial *100 *21# and select daily, or use the My MTN app. When we talk together, we are unstoppable.
Live from UPC Studios in Kampala, this is Good Morning Uganda.
A very good morning to you. Thank you always for choosing UBC TV. My name is Julie Nantaba Mosisi, and this is Good Morning Uganda, the Friday edition. And today what we have, the other event or segment that we have is one to do with pageantry. And in studio with me is Mercy. She is a pageant queen, an advocate for mental health, and one who is known as Miss Petite, as well as Miss Asia, Pacific Asia. I will get the correct alignment of her pageantry. But she's in studio with us. If you love pageantry, if you love purpose, beauty with purpose, this is your time to engage this conversation. 0709602592. Good morning, Mercy.
Good morning.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
You are beautiful, I must say.
Thank you. Thank you.
So who is Mercy?
Well, Mercy is a big mental health advocate, and she loves to advocate for basically mental health.
Yes. Yeah. Why mental health in particular?
Well, it's something I'm deeply intertwined with, because I feel like when I was younger, I dealt with a lot of depression and anxiety and self-harm. So yeah, it was a lot when I was younger, and I didn't exactly get to deal with it at the time. I didn't know who to talk to. I couldn't even speak to my parents, about it. So it was a bit crazy. And so joining pageantry, I just learned that, I could actually help somebody else go through something like this, because it wasn't easy for me at the time, but finding pageantry kind of helped me find me and be able to, advocate for this as deeply as I can.
Right. Yeah. So how did you actually find purpose in pageantry?
Well, funny thing, when I joined Miss Petite Uganda, the first edition was last year. So I was just walking around, and then I just saw a flyer, I didn't even know I wanted to do it. I just saw it, and I'm like, Mercy, try this, So I tried it, I called the number, and then I just started doing it. And then we were told everyone is supposed to have an advocacy, So I'm like, what would I advocate about, So I'm wondering, what should I do? Should I get into probably things to deal with gender equality, or... So I didn't exactly know that I wanted to do mental health until as we went on, I was small. I was one of the smallest girls there.
Yeah.
So it was just like, okay, I was a little insecure about my physique, and I'm like, like, okay, but then everyone was like super supportive and like, you're so pretty, you're so beautiful, you know, so they helped me feel at home. And I just thought, okay, I could actually just take mental health up as my advocacy instead. And since then, it's just been a whole beautiful journey.
Yes,
you know? Yeah.
I hear you. And now that you talk about Miss Petite, just give us a bit of a background on what Miss Petite is and what you represent.
Okay, well, Miss Petite was, the first edition was last year.
Right.
It's basically for girls who are, how should I say it?
Slender.
Slender, and also maybe short, maybe in height.
All right.
Yeah,
all right.
so it could be in height, it could be in size.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just basically a pageant show that's meant to help girls like that feel seen.
Yes.
And feel like, you know, they're part of a beautiful world too.
And it's rather interesting because as women, we all face different body insecurities.
True.
Once upon a time, there was a pageantry of Miss Curvy. And in particular, it was embracing curvaceous women, you know, women with bigger body sizes. And here it is now that there's also Miss Petite with the same agenda to just embrace petite women and for them to feel beautiful, which ultimately shows you that no matter the size or shape or height, we are all beautiful in our skins as we were created.
Yes.
So now, as you move forward from Miss Petite, I see you're dressed in a sash of Miss Asia Pacific.
Yeah.
International 2025. Tell us about this.
Well, in September the 22nd this year, I'll be flying to the Philippines to represent Uganda for the Miss Asia Pacific. Now, Miss Asia Pacific, back in the day, it started in 1963. This would be the 57th edition. So back in the day, it was just a pageant that was held in Asia for, you know, Asians, and then it just kind of got a lot of traction. And so the US joined, and so other continents joined. So they just thought, okay, we should just now make this an international pageant, you know? So it's basically portraying advocacy and, you know, different cultures and people from all over the world just come together with different advocacies and just, you know, meet up there and just exchange the cultures and talk about all the different problems we're having in the world. And, you know, as youth today, we have, things aren't the same as they were back then.
True.
So right now we're just, you know, trying to make the world home for we, the younger people, and trying to tackle the problems that we have as young people.
Right.
You know? Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. And when we speak into pageantry, now we're focusing on you, Mercy.
Yeah.
What's your purpose? What are you doing with your pageantry? What is out there for you?
Well, for me right now, I just want to bring as much awareness as possible. I'm going to start my first project in Bweyale district. And I basically chose Bweyale because I'm a South Sudanese actually living in Uganda.
Oh, wow.
So I was raised...
Ugandan?
Yeah, I was raised here. I was here from when I was a baby, basically.
Right.
So I just grew up here.
You're basically Ugandan.
In a way, yeah.
Yes.
So it's home to me as well. So I wanted to kickstart, because this is my first project, and I really wanted to do it with people connected to home as well. So I decided to work together with the refugees and like, I'm calling it Empower Her. So we're trying to empower like little girls in primary schools, talk to them and try and maybe prepare them, you know, in a way for what is to come, and give them some paths, you know, try and make their lives easier a bit, as well as try and influence them in a way, and just, you know, try and make an impact in whatever way we can.
Right. Are you focusing on young girls, young refugee girls?
Yes. For now, I would like to, as a start, I would like to focus on young refugee girls. However, I don't think this would be where it would end, though, you know, because I would want to go all over to schools, to universities, and just, you know, reach out to as many people as I can, you know. So yeah, I was asked at first whether I just want to, you know, work with girls, because I'm calling it Empower Her.
Yes.
And so I thought about it, and well, in the future we might go to Empower Us, you know, just so that we're empowering everyone.
Yes.
But as of now, we're empowering her.
Right.
Yeah.
And as you're looking at empowering her, these young girls, what's the goal? What do you want them to live with ultimately?
I basically want them to know that whatever dreams they have is possible. And even though things are not easy in the beginning and sometimes there are all these challenges, we're able to tackle them, you know. Even if we're making baby steps, there's still steps, and we can still get to the end goal, and yeah, we can still make it regardless.
Right.
Yeah.
I know, right. Who are you working with? Who are you partnering with?
Currently, I'm partnering with the current Miss Culture International, the first runner-up. Her name is Ruth Sanyo. She's also the Miss Petite Uganda. You know, I was the runner-up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, as soon as I gave her the idea of this project, she was like really astonished by it, and so she just jumped right in, and you know, we've been working together ever since.
Right.
Yeah.
Are there any partners, excuse me, organizations, NGOs or stakeholders you have started working with so far?
Currently, no. This is gonna be something individual, and I hope eventually I would be able to attract some NGOs and, you know, organizations and different sponsors, you know. But as of now, this is just the start of my journey, and yeah, I'm excited to see where it's gonna lead to.
Right. What's the vision? How many years are you looking at? Say in the next 5 years, where do you want it to be?
Oh, I would love to go. I would like to tackle even Africa as a whole, you know. So I'm starting here because I live here, but I would want to go as wide and beyond as I can. So 5 years from now, who knows? Empower Her might be something that's all over Africa.
Right.
And yeah, we might be looking at girls and boys all over the continent.
Right. Now, let's also, as we begin to bring this to a close, pageantry. Pageantry for some, especially being African, pageantry for some tends to come off with a negative connotation, right?
In what way?
In the sense of it's just a spoiler for one's future as opposed to a maker of one's future. For some, pageantry is more of a place to waste away as opposed to a place to make one whole. So how would you encourage, especially parents or people who are adults who are around younger girls, who are interested especially in pageantry? How would you advise them? How would you encourage them about the purpose, the beauty of pageantry and the meaning of pageantry?
Okay, so you know when they say beauty with a purpose, yeah? The purpose is actually quite important, because why are you doing this, you know? Your reason stands out, and it's actually a very important thing. So yeah, basically when if another girl if anybody else would want to do pageantry out there, I would tell them, you know, just go for it, because personally for me, it has changed so much for me, you know, because prior to this, I was a very shy person, you know. I had very low self-esteem. I had all these things I wanted to do, but zero confidence, zero, you know, I couldn't talk with anybody, basically. So as I kept doing pageantry, as I joined it, I learned confidence. I learned to be able to be upfront with the things that I want and my dreams. And yeah, so I feel like for anybody, this is really helpful for any other girl out there, you know, because you're tackling your dreams and you're building onto your mindset, and it's just something beautiful to do. You know?
Right, amazing. Now, with your parting shots, just introduce yourself to the world and your purpose and what you want the world to engage with for you.
Okay, so my name is Massima Wan, and I am currently the first runner-up of Miss Petite Global Uganda, and nominated for Miss Asia Pacific Uganda, and an advocate for mental health awareness. So next week on Tuesday, we'll be going to Boyale to support the little girls and mothers there. So would love everybody to help in and support us with this mission, and you know, enable us reach our goal. We'd be very excited for anybody else who'd want to be a part of this journey, and yeah. I'm Massima Wan.
All right. Any numbers that we can call or
yes, there's some numbers on the poster that you could call, and yes, my number is 0742620697.
All right. Thank you, Mercy, for
coming
through.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for living with purpose.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. That's it from Mercy and myself. But Ruben is coming up with the sports. Good morning, Uganda.
Live from UPC Studios in Kampala, this is Good Morning Uganda.
Hello, Kampala, Uganda. In response to the national call of strengthening the traffic security, Good Products Group HGO brand has officially launched the Rider Selection Campaign. Registration is now open. Visit www.riders.hgo.com. Complete your registration now for a chance to win exciting prizes including motorcycles, exclusive HGO gift boxes, and official rider vests, all while promoting safe riding awareness. This is how to participate. Pay the registration fee, invite 3 friends to form a team of 4, and your registration fee will instantly be refunded. Begin your journey of honor today. Don't miss this opportunity. Join the challenge, promote road safety, and become a pioneer rider. For details, visit the official Good Products website at www.hgo.com or call toll-free 0800-335-555 or visit our offices at Kingdom Kampala 3rd floor to register now and win prizes worth millions.
This August, Africa gathers again. The passion, the pride, the beautiful game. It's Chan 2025. And the heart of the action, Uganda, the Pearl of Africa stands ready. Not just with a world-class stadium, but with open arms for every African nation. Nambole and its floodlights are already welcoming. From Kampala to Karamoja, our stadium is set. The pitch is perfect, the stage is built, and the spirit of Uganda is unmatched. Come feel the rhythm, taste the warmth, and witness hospitality like no other. Uganda welcomes all of Africa for a Chan like never before. Chan 2025, unity, passion, victory, and it's all happening right here in Uganda. Don't just